So, welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time here, welcome to my channel. But if you are here from my last video, welcome back. My name is Shanice, aka Nisi2Fits. And if you are here from that last video, then you already know what it is that my channel is about, and currently what journey I am on right now, and the one that I'm choosing to share on here with y'all. But if for whatever reason, if this is the first time that I've popped up on your timeline, make sure that you do go back and check out that first video, which is my introduction video to the channel. That way you get to know a little bit more about me, and pretty much like how I don't know, like how I got to this point to where I am right now here today. But just to give you a little something so that you can kind of follow along with where I am here. Just know that I have coaching aspirations, right? I do want to be a coach. I believe that God is calling me to be a coach. But if I'm being real, I don't feel like I'm ready to necessarily call myself a coach just yet. So right now, I'm working on my biggest project, which is, myself. And it is my hope to, share this journey on here with you to, hopefully motivate and inspire you, to chase after your dreams, and, pretty much go after the life that you want. And, yeah, so that's pretty much the goal here, and what my intentions are, and all that. So, like I said, if you haven't checked out that first video, make sure that you do. But you are still coming in, like at a good time, because I am still very much so in the beginning stages of this wellness journey that I'm currently on. Right now, I'm currently sitting in my car at the grocery store. I'm getting ready to run up in this grocery store and get my shopping in for the week, and give me some better food, because I'm gonna be real, like I be eating a lot of junk food and all that, you know what I mean? So I've already went through this morning and done a kitchen sweep. A kitchen sweep is basically what I call like going through, you got to go through all the cabinets, everything, like get rid of all the garbage that that you shouldn't be having in the house. Like I'm talking about the candy. If you got candy, I'm talking about like chocolates, the chips, the cookies, the pop, or soda. Where I'm from, we say pop. But all that gotta go, because the way that I look at it is, if it's not in the house, then you know what I'm saying, it ain't in your face, you can't eat it, you know what I'm saying, it ain't there. So out of sight, out of mind, right? Out of sight, out of mind. So it gotta go or whatever. So I've already gone through this morning, you know what I'm saying, done the kitchen sweep, got rid of all of that, because like I said, it gotta go. I didn't necessarily throw that stuff away, because we is definitely not wasting stuff. So I did get that to the neighbor kids next door or whatever. I'm sure they'll appreciate that. They are on summer break or whatever, so whatever. But like I said, I'm getting ready to run up in this grocery store and get everything that I need to get my meal prepping in, and making sure that I'm doing that. Like meal prepping is key, y'all. Like honestly, on any wellness journey. I don't been on many wellness journeys, or call myself going on many wellness journeys, and the one that I was successful on was the one that I was really, you know, locked in, and making sure that I'm like meal prepping, just making sure that I'm eating the way that I need to be eating. But meal prepping is key or whatever. So you gotta make sure that you meal prep. That way you don't get caught slipping. You know what I'm saying? Get hungry, and then now it's like, oh my God, what I'm gonna eat? You know what I mean? So I'm about to go up in here, run up in here, and get what I need, and then I'll be back with y'all. I was going to try to honestly record, while I was in the grocery store, but I'm gonna keep it real. Like, I am still very much so in the beginning stages of my content creating career, so I don't really quite have all the stuff that I need to really be trying to film and do all that in the store. And then on top of that, I ain't really comfortable yet either doing all that on up in the store. So I'm gonna run up in here and get what I need to get. And then when I get back to the house or whatever, I'm gonna show you what I got, and we gonna go from there. All right. All right, y'all. So, grocery shopping is done and out the way. Um, I'm kind of a little bit of a picky eater. You know what I mean? I don't really like too much of a lot, if we being honest. But I try to keep it very simple this week. Pick things that, I would say pick protein options basically that I feel like that I can make multiple meals with. Um, you know, Having a high protein diet right now, is definitely the priority. I want to make sure that I have enough protein that's, keeping me full, so that I'm not feeling hungry. And then aside from, that, we picked a few. So I'm just going to kind of like go through. This isn't like quite everything, but it's like the main things and it's the majority of the things, Um, um, Kind of is mostly what I'm gonna preface what I'm saying. It's just like a fruit like fruits and things like that, that I didn't put up here because I don't really got a lot of counter space. But so basically just to kind of go over what I got, of course, we got some bananas, some strawberries, strawberry season, strawberries is definitely hitting right now. I got some blueberries, watermelon, cantaloupe, things like that. You want to watermelon, and if your goal is to lose weight, of course, watermelon and cantaloupe is like good options. You know what I'm saying? Especially and strawberries. You want to make sure that you are eating your water. You know what I'm saying? Too, as much as you was drinking it and stuff like that. But so those are the fruits and stuff like that I got. My greens. This is like basically Caesar salad mix. I do plan on making like some chicken Caesar salad wraps, which I feel like is a good meal prep option because they easy and they on the go. So I'm all about quick and easy and simple. And then of course I got me some asparagus, got some eggs and stuff like that. This is just some coconut milk and almond milk, but I'm using that for this slow cooker jerk chicken um, recipe that me and my sister found or whatever a while back, but it's like really really good, and it's really really good. But aside from that, as far as like my protein options and stuff like that, I got of course chicken. I got like 3 big packs of the family size chicken breast, skinless boneless chicken breast. Chicken is just like my go-to on everything. You can make a lot of different meals with chicken, you know what I mean? And then of course I got salmon. Salmon, I love salmon. Salmon is probably, if you press for timing, maybe you don't have time to meal prep or whatever for the day, I feel like salmon is a good protein option, and it's also something that's like quick, you know what I mean? Like, and you ain't standing up over the stove for hours on hours, but and then like I said, I got some more like frozen fruits and stuff like that I plan on making smoothies and stuff like that with. But I just put those in the freezer because like I said, I don't have enough counter space. But this is just a start. I feel like this is like a good start for me to like get the ball rolling and get my meal prepping started or whatever, so that we can go ahead and hit these goals that we got. What else was I gonna say? I don't know, but yeah. So I'm gonna do my best to try to film like myself prepping some of these meals. I'm gonna be honest, I'm not gonna prep all this stuff by myself. My sister is going to definitely help me. She a little bit better cook than I am. You know, I do a little something. I am gonna help, but she is definitely gonna help me with that. So with us both being in the kitchen, we don't have like the biggest kitchen or whatever, but you know, I'll try my best to film what I can, and I'll be back. But if I'm not able to, you know, come back on here and show you like the final product or whatever, I'll definitely make another video where I am, you know, like showing like everything like step by step on what I'm doing here. But like just this is just like kind of like to give y'all an idea, you know, of how we eat and pretty much how we coming in the kitchen. So like I said before, you know, like on the wellness journey or whatever, and even if you ain't on a wellness journey or whatever, like we still just got to be mindful and about the things that we are putting in our body and how we feed ourselves. You know what I'm saying? The things that we eat have a lot to do with the way that we feel. You know what I'm saying? Like not just the weight gain part of it, you know, but it has a lot to do with like our moods and our energy and the whole mental piece. So yeah, so that's all I got right now. So y'all be good.